Well, how much impacts tariffs have depend on how much of the country's products are sold in other countries, especially to the country that imposes the tariff. So, for instance, about a third of Canada's economy is from exports. About a fifth of that comes from selling goods to the U.S. Now that the tariffs are in effect, prices will soon go up on a lot of things that we all buy. The Trump administration says if companies want to avoid those tariffs, well, then they should build things here in the U.S.
So 12 News journalist William Pitts is live for us in studio with why that's not as simple as it sounds. Hey, Will.
Yeah, it's not really as simple as it sounds at all, because if a company wants to pass that on to you, they absolutely can. Now take Chevrolet, for existence, traditional American brand. They have plants all over the U.S., but some of those models are made overseas, some of them in Mexico, some of them are even made in Egypt. Now, the Trump tariffs apply to a bunch of countries, and the goal is supposedly to return manufacturing to the U.S., but it takes months, if not years, to get a car assembly line ready to go. But even if you could flip a switch and make every car here in the U.S., the parts aren't all made here, and they're taxed too. Everything from engine parts to the chips that run your infotainment system inside. Now, Courtesy Automotive owns a bunch of dealerships. They say there's really nothing they can do about it. You're going to be paying more.
The tariff increase will happen not only across the imported vehicles, but across the actual domestic produced vehicles as well, because the manufacturers are going to blend the price increase to try and to soften it for the consumer.
Now, one thing to remember about cars is that the dealers buy them from the car companies and then resell them to you. You're actually the second owner of that car. So the cars with extra taxes on them, they haven't been built yet or even bought yet. Now, Courtesy says they typically turn over to the dealership once every 2 to 3 months. That's about how much time you have to buy a car before prices go up on the new ones. We'll explain how that works with things like service and even used cars and some of the things that you buy every day coming up at 5, guys.
Yeah, and you touched on the fact that, whether it takes, years, but like people don't realize that even if things were, the whole goal is to make things here in the U.S., you build a plant, you're years out from when it's done. So that may not even be part of this administration, too. You
really are. It could take easily 5 years to get a plant up. And there's also things that you literally cannot buy from America. I went up and made a cup of coffee a minute ago. We only make coffee in one state, Hawaii. Unless you like Kona blend, you need to get coffee from somewhere else in the world, and that's all going to get taxed.
And that's just one example. Will, we appreciate the breakdown there and look forward to more on later versions of 12 News. Thank you.